wrote an article, 6 players that may not return in 2023. So Tommy Togi, D tackle, Sione Takitaki, linebacker, Ronnie Harrison, safety, and then a couple of young guys, wide receiver Anthony Schwartz, DB Greedy Williams, and Kareem Hunt. Take us through that and kind of the thoughts behind that.
So I'm going to start with the biggest one there, Hunt. I don't know. I think he's going to be on the team this year. He could be traded within the summer months, just depending on what they decide to do, because they have a lot of talent in the running back room, and this is the last year of his deal. So I don't think he's coming back. So I think he will get paid. I think starter money next year. I don't know where. I'm not going to predict that yet because a lot of things could happen from now and then. But I think this is his last year in Cleveland, if he hasn't already played his last snap in Cleveland. Tommy Togi, we'll go to the bottom of the list now. Tommy Togi, he's still a young guy, but last year he didn't do much of anything. He didn't really impress me much, but then again, he didn't get a whole lot of opportunity. So hopefully he does this year, because the defensive tackle position is one that is somewhat of a concern for the Browns. But at the same time, how many games did the defensive tackles blow for the Browns last year, or how many did they win for them? And you can't really answer that, because the answer is really none. So that didn't really hurt or help. I'm sure getting rushed up the middle a bunch hurt the Browns in some cases, but at the same time, not really. Ronnie Harrison, 1-year deal. He re-signed a 1-year deal with the team. Last year, he took a step back from one in 2020. In 2020, I thought he was great. For the most part, he did battle some injuries, and then he did have some costly penalties. He had one last year in the start of the season against Kansas City when he pushed the coach, even though the coach touched him, and that's not allowed, but that is what it is. So he's on like a prove-it deal, and I don't know if it's a prove-it year for the Browns. It might just be a prove-it year for the NFL. Greedy Williams, he's an interesting one, because I would love to see him stay, and I would love to see him flourish alongside Denzel Ward and Greg Newsome for years to come. But he's one of those players, and I wrote in the article that with the elite quarterbacks, when teams have elite quarterbacks and they're paying them all this money, and the Browns are obviously paying Deshaun a lot of money for the next 5 years, then there's going to be middle of the roster guys that are just going to be not able to be retained. And that's just the nature of the beast of the NFL. That's what the draft is for. It's what free agency is for. You can find someone to fill in for them. Essentially, like I said, I'd love to see Greedy stay, but he's one that I can see teams interested in next year and not coming back to Cleveland.